am a girl in my 20s who doesn't know what she's doing with her life, and I hope that this video gives you comfort because maybe, just maybe, we aren't all that different. I want this video to give you encouragement, hope, and let you know that you don't need to be ashamed because there are many like you and me that don't really know what we are doing but choose to live anyways. So, I never really had a plan in life. My parents were the ones with the plan. I knew when I was a kid that I wanted to be an artist, but the adults always said that I couldn't make money being an artist, that it wasn't a career, and I listened to them. I remember when I was in school and we had an assembly where all the teachers told everyone what their dream job was: archaeologist, baseball player. This was meant to be inspirational, but to me it made me think that why did they give up on their dream? Now, as an adult, I realize that following your dreams is not so simple. As a kid, the world is your oyster. There is an infinite number of possibilities. Money, career, generational wealth, mortgage, pension are things that we never had to think about. Now I'm in my 20s, I followed the cookie cutter route that most people follow, the safe route to a stable life. But there was still that kid inside me that said, I want to be an artist. I studied art in A levels, college, and university, going through a roller coaster of doubts, rejections, and hope of whether art was for me. Having studied art in university and realizing that there was so much uncertainty, and I didn't have the confidence in myself or my art enough to truly go after my dreams that seemed so fragile. So I decided to go for the cookie cutter life everyone was going on about. Now I have a stable job that pays decently well. It is a job that I am content with. It helps me to save money for my future, a word that is usually an unwelcomed guest. But I wasn't fulfilled in my job, not in any of them. It never gave me the joy or fulfillment that art had always given me. I stopped doing art for 2 years because I had to focus on life, getting a job, passing my driving test, and exploring dating because even as a girl in her 20s, the thought of a biological clock is always an ingrained thought. I managed to check the boxes that I thought I needed to check. I was getting my life together because, God forbid, I was behind in life. After so long, I had this nagging feeling that something was missing, that a part of me was lost. It may seem dramatic, but that's how it felt. And I'm an artist. We are quite dramatic. And after so long, I finally decided to start drawing again. I started posting on Instagram and I shared my progress. I did a thing called the Alphabet Challenge using the alphabet as drawing prompts. I was so encouraged that people actually liked my art, that a community was forming, that people were following me despite being stuck at 300 followers for years, and then 6 months later, since drawing again, I had nearly 3,000 followers. I couldn't believe it. The little kid inside me was like, we are an artist. We can do it. That's when I decided I didn't ever want to stop drawing again. That I wanted to keep showing people my silly little drawings. That's when I took one of the biggest decisions and I started my small business. And I documented it all here on YouTube. It was scary and there were lots of doubts. There still are. If anything, I have more doubts now than when I had first started. There were so many challenges and it was one of the hardest things for me to do. Balancing a full-time job, family life, having a boyfriend, and having a small business where I had no clue what I was doing was incredibly stressful, and I had a number of dark periods. But now I've had my small business for 4 months. I did my first ever commission. I've made over £160. I'm nearly at 1,000 subscribers at the time of writing this. I've gotten 39 sales and got 32 listings on my Etsy shop. The kid inside that knew all along that I was going to be an artist, even when adult me had doubted it. We did it. We were making art, being brave enough to show it and making money from it. People actually saw enough value to support, and it gave me an ecstatic feeling. I still don't know what I'm doing with my life. I still don't know what my future career looks like. I still don't know what will happen with my small business. But I'm here to tell you that it's okay. It's okay to not have it all figured out. And even though I'm just in my 20s, I think there is a beauty in not knowing. We can have new dreams, new hopes. We have plenty of time to fall in love with new feelings, experiences, and rewrite our past for a better future. I've often been so scared about the unknown, and I'm sure you have too. But if I've learned anything from not taking chances and taking ones that made me scared, is that life is meant to be lived. We are meant to take chances. We are allowed to make mistakes, and that we don't have to feel like we have to rush life just to feel safe. We can feel content, safe, and happy right now. So much has happened to me in the past year, many challenges, but many things that I didn't have the courage to do before. Life is worth living when there is the unknown. Unknown success stories, unknown blessings, unknown people who will help you to fall in love with life, and new things to make you feel excited. So, what am I trying to say? I'm saying to go out there and live your life, whatever that may be. Do it scared, do it brave, forgive yourself, choose to love, and take chances. Thank you for listening.